now streaming live. Full Velocity TV begins now.
Well, we're live. It is Sunday night. It is part of a great doubleheader tonight here live on Full Velocity TV. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to DWR. Welcome to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the Williams Grove Speedway here tonight. Street stock racing for the guys over at Dirt Warrior Racing. It's this Sunday night shootout series that's run here every Sunday night. You are locked and loaded right here live to Full Velocity TV. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show this evening, presented by our sponsors, SpataforoFirearms.com, iRacing, iFlag, Evil One Graphics. Not only good, they're evil. CNC Race Designs, and the guys over at DirtSeries.com. Thanks to all those guys. Full Velocity TV here tonight. Phil Lacasse, Todd Stanton on the call here this evening. And it's Sunday night, Todd. Back over to DWR. Sunday night shootout, and what better way to come? We come back to the Williams Grove Speedway. It feels a little while since we've been to the Grove. Good to come back, and street stocks are always a good time here.
Yeah, definitely a good time here tonight, Phil. I've been waiting for the DWR Sunday Night Shootout since last week. Had some good races here on the docket the last couple of weeks. I'll get to those a little bit later. And who the winners were, I know one of them was Jason Salter picking down the win here. We weren't able to showcase them last week, but we're going to make sure we showcase those guys that have won here the last couple of weeks here on Full Velocity TV. Got a little new things coming out here on Full Velocity TV, and we keep promising more and more. And we're going to have quite a bit coming here in the near future to dress things up a little bit. Thank you to the fans that I pulled earlier last night. I got to thank those guys for helping us out there, Phil.
That's how we do it here. It's a family of Full Velocity TV here. Well, we do it with our fans out there. It is a straight-up partnership. But here at the Grove tonight, the guys at DWR Sunday Night Shootout Series, season number 2 in the middle part of the season. Heat number 1 about to pull onto the racetrack. They are pulling away, so here is how our 9-car field will come down for heat race number 1. On the pole is going to be car number 61. That is Josh Peacock with the number 23 car of Lon Franks alongside. In row number 2, we find car number 21. That's the evil one himself, Jim Revis, with the number 009 alongside. That is Joshua Ely. In row number 3, we find Guzzy back there in car number 41, Jared Gazzardo. He's flanked by the 012. That is Braden Richards. Eric Eichstadt rolls off on position 7 aboard car number 12. Next door to him, the 01 car, we welcome back Daniel Price. And rolling out shotgun on the field here, 9th starter aboard car 178. That's Stephen Raduns out there in the 178. So 9 cars here, part of what is a very strong field of race cars over here at DWR for a Sunday night Williams Grove Speedway. It's going to be the start of a very hot evening. 3 heat races on the docket. 8 laps going to be the distance here, and then we're going to jump in what is going to be a really fabulous night here. Scheduled on the docket, we have, it looks like, 2 B mains scheduled, and then our 60-lap main event coming up here in just a little while. So get comfortable. Just the start of what is going to be a full night of Full Velocity TV here, as we're not only at DWR tonight, our first trip over to the Grassroots Racing Series, USA International Speedway here, just after 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the air. So part 1 of 2 of what is going to be a busy night of Full Velocity TV. And we thank all you guys out there watching through Facebook Live, through YouTube, through Twitch TV to stick with us all night long. Like what's going on, share our link, follow, interact, subscribe, whatever you got to do. We're going to be here all night long. Heat number 1 off of turn number 4. Green flag going to go in the air. Josh Peacock and Lon Franks going to lead the field through 1.
And Josh Peacock in that number 61 machine leads the charge here with Lon Franks running for 2. For 3 right now is Jim Revis aboard that number 21 machine. Going down the back straightaway, contact made and somebody into the wall there. I believe Gazzardo made contact there. And I'm not sure who's falling through the field, though, there, Phil. I know they made contact. I think they saved it. I believe it was Daniel Price. Nope, it was Eichstead there making a little bit of contact with Gazzardo, maybe, in that number 12 machine. So rather interesting to see what's happening. More contact made between the pair of 12s. The 012 of Brandon Richards and Eichstead, Eric Eichstead, to say the least, there through quarters 1 and 2.
They are going at it back there for about 6 of the 7th on back, but off of turn number 4. We're going to put lap number 3 up to the scoreboard here at the start, and right away it's our race leader car, number 61 of Josh Peacock. Lon Franks in for 2, Jim Revis 3rd, Joshua Ely 4th, and Jared Gazzaro's 41 car able to hold on to that 5th spot. But up front, it is all car 61. The race is on for 2 there. Lon Franks trying to race him down. Jim Revis there in 3rd. He's not letting them get away. 5-car breakaway at the front of the field as we're halfway home this time around.
A little bit of contact made between the double knot 9, Josh Ely, and the 21 of Revis. Ely was trying to go down to the bottom side. More contact with Ely this time, and Gazzardo pushes Gazzardo up the track just a tad bit. And that number 41 machine down the back straightaway here, and it is Gazzardo right now all over the rear bumper. Josh Ely. Ely now down to the bottom. A little bit of fender banging there, a little bit of door rubbing with the 41 and the 009 there. So are they going to repay the favor back through here? Ely looks a little upset in that double knot 9 machine with the 41 and Gazzardo now dives down to the bottom side. This is a battle for that 4th spot.
Sure is. That's a good one there as they've been leaning on each other. Turnabouts is fair play as the lap previous. Ely put Gazzardo up the hill. Next quarter, Gazzardo returned the favor. Those guys going at it for position number 4. Gazzardo up high. Joshua Ely, double knot 9, down to the low side. Good battle there going on for 4th. Up front, it is still Joshua Peacock. He's got Lon Franks right there in tow. Jim Revis in for 3rd. We keep an eye back on that battle for 4th. They're still side by side. Ely down low. Gazzardo up high off of 2.
Yeah, Joshua Ely down to the bottom side here in the double knot 9 machine. Still side by side down the back straightaway as they enter turn number 3 here at Williams Grove, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Ely down on the bottom. He's trying to make something happen. No forward bite coming off the corner. Gazzardo able to stay in the throttle up on the top shelf of the speedway. 2 laps remain.
2 more trips around the half mile here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Car number 61, Josh Peacock hold off a charging Lon Franks. Jim Revis right there in a distant 3rd. This may come down to the battle versus the 61 against the 23. They headed to turn number 3 and 4 this time. White flag going to come from the starter stand. One more trip around for car number 61. That black and white car rolling up in the lead. Lon Franks, that green and white number 23 rolling in for 2nd. Revis comfortably in 3rd. That race for 4th looks like right now, Todd, is going to be settled out. Looks like Gazzardo's 41 going to get the better of Joshua Ely. So give 4th to Gazzardo. 5th going to go back to Ely. Top 4 are going to transfer on to our A main off of turn number 4. Checkered flag going to go in the air. Heat race number 1 is going to go to Josh Peacock, 61 car. Lon Franks in for 2. Jim Revis for 3rd. And rounding out our top 4, it's going to be Jared Gazzardo going to grab that final transfer spot through heat race number 1. So great job by him. Great battle between him and Joshua Ely. But the 41 car, he's going to hold on. He'll transfer on to our A main through heat race number 1. Great field of race cars over here at DWR tonight. Heat race number 1 was fantastic. I think heat race number 2, Todd, we're going to have equal billing. A lot of great names on the docket. And why don't you take us for a gander through that 9-car starting lineup?
Yeah, heat race number 2 going to go away like this at Williams Grove Speedway. Is number 71 starting off on the pole. That's the Iceman himself. That's Daniel Stifler. As that's spread outside, that's number 20. That's Greg Tuberville. Inside pro number 2, starting in that 3rd starting position, driving the 711. That's Terry Joyner. And as that's spread outside, driving the 55. That's Mark Worth. Rolling off in that 5th spot, driving the 07. That's Justin Pruitt. And outside him will be Austin Miners in the number 8 machine. 7th rolling off is the number 1. That's Alex Brewer. Outside of him will be the 46. That's Bailey Hibb. Shotgun on the field, driving the number 13. That's going to be Caleb Ramsey. 9 cars we called for, 9 cars we got here for heat race number 2.
And I really like that front row. 2 guys that have been really running good here at DWR over the last couple of weeks. The Iceman, Daniel Stifler, Greg Tuberville, and car number 20. Going to start on the outside. You look back, you find guys like Terry Joyner, 711, with Mark Worth's 55. How about last week's winner here? This Wednesday night, we saw DWR Wednesday Night Street Fights. Justin Pruitt grabbed his very first win over here. He's going to roll off in position number 5. See how he translates some Volusia over to the Williams Grove Speedway. We'll see if Justin Pruitt's Jr.'s got some speed on that car. How about guys like, say, Bailey Hip, Alex Brewer? Those are two guys that are always fast. They're going to come from deep in the field. So this one's going to be hot and heavy. And said 8 laps around, top 4 go to the A main. And, man, it's going to be an awesome night. Thanks to all you guys watching. See a lot of guys starting to tune in here live through Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Welcome aboard to Full Velocity TV. Great to have you all out here tonight. As Todd said, the dirt is for racing. The pavement is for getting there. I know it's been busy at Daytona the last couple of days. New Smyrna's getting ready. The action down there for Lucia's hot and heavy. That's where the real men race, down in the dirt. That's what we're going to do here tonight with the guys at Dirt Warrior Racing. They do street stocks better than anybody else. Off of turn number 4, green flag goes in the air. Daniel Stifler with a great jump there from the pole right away. Look at the inside maneuver there by the number 711 of Terry Joyner. He's going to go in for 2. Tuberville, the 20, he's going to battle back on the outside, but what a great run there. Great start by Daniel Stifler. He's got 3 car lengths on the field as they hit turn 3 for the first time.
Yeah, great run going for Daniel Stifler. Watching Alex Brewer work his way up through the field. Now getting around the 07 of Justin Pruitt. Pruitt bounces off the wall there in the number 07 machine, but able to keep it going down the front straightaway. But you don't want to bounce off the wall too much. The number 8 slider there gets up into Brewer. Same way with the 55 of Worth getting up into Pruitt at the same time. These guys racing hot and heavy for that final 4th spot there to make the A main.
Absolutely right. They're really getting after it. Alex Brewer's 1 car looks to be the one that's going to come out of that battle for that 4th spot right now off of turn number 4. Daniel Stifler still leading over Terry Joyner. Greg Tuberville's 3rd. Then we look at that battle back there for 4th on back. Alex Brewer runs 4th. Austin Miners, car number 8, currently 5th. Mark Worth, 55. Justin Pruitt's 07 right there in the mix as well, but only 1 car can transfer out of there. Right now, it's the one of Alex Brewer's going to hold on to that 4th spot, and he's got a little bit of a gap. But now look at the run for the 8 car of Austin Miners. He's going to look to the inside. We have a battle for the transfer spot, Todd, as we head down the front stretch toward turn 1.
Yeah, Miners down on the bottom side, side by side, and this is door-to-door here racing with the number 8 and the number 1. Brewer up on the top side, and he has been really fast, lightning fast here at the DWR races. Anything we've seen him racing at lately, he's been fast, but the 8 makes more contact. Miners into the number 1 of Brewer there, using those fenders to his advantage, trying to get around Alex Brewer. Brewer not going away as we got 4 laps remaining.
Halfway home in heat race number 2 for car number 71, the Iceman Daniel Stifler out front. Terry Joyner's got a car length over the 20 of Greg Tuberville. The race is on for that final transfer spot in 4th. Alex Brewer stuck up high. Austin Miners in that white and red number 8 down low. That is a terrific race there. That is for the transfer spot. Brewer's got the advantage up high. Miners going to drive it in deep down low. They shoot down the front stretch toward turn number 1. Advantage to the 1 car, but look how deep Austin drives in as Terry Joyner gets loose on contact, and that's going to send Austin Miners around. And surprisingly enough, there's no yellow flag on the racetrack. That's going to keep going. Tough break for Austin Miners there. He got caught up on Terry Joyner, who had a hiccup there in that 711 car.
Yeah, Terry Joyner was a little bit loose there, Phil. As we got Popsicle Sticks in there. 2 more trips around the speedway here for the Iceman, Daniel Stifler. Let's not take that away from him. But I tell you what, Joyner got loose. He made contact, and the 8 had nowhere to go, having a good run there, battling for the 4th spot. He was inside a transfer spot, now out of a transfer spot, and Mark Worth now dialing his car in, trying to get around the 711 of Terry Joyner. He's under fire for the 4th and final qualifying spot for this A main. As white flag in the air here for the number 71 of Daniel Stifler as he dives down into turn number 1. Tuberville running in 2nd. He's been fast here as of late. Had a win almost in his grasp last week, but down the back straightaway here for the final time into turn number 3. It is Daniel Stifler leading the charge into 3, drifts up the track just a tad bit. Tuberville not going to have enough momentum here to get him off of turn number 4. Picking up heat race number 2, it's going to be Daniel Stifler. Greg Tuberville going to finish up for 2nd. Alex Brewer, Terry Joyner, Bailey Hip, Caleb Ramsey, Justin Pruitt, Austin Miners, and Mark Worth round out your 9-car field.
That one had a whole lot of drama right there. Great racing and a tough break for the 8 car of Austin Miners. Wrong place, wrong time. Terry Joyner could probably thank his lucky stars. He stayed in that transfer spot. He's able to hold on to 4th, but it could have been a whole lot worse for him. Austin Miners going to have to go to one of those B mains, so we'll have to keep an eye on the action there. Heat race number 3 about to come to the racetrack, and on the pole, ironically enough, a guy we're going to see here a little bit later on over at the Grassroots Racing Series. That is car number 14. That is R.J. Klein on the pole, and alongside of him, aboard that very fast, beautifully repaired car number 17, that is Chad Bird. In row number 2, we find the 319 car. That is David Brewer with the number 91. Old Bubba Tyson Pankow on the outside of row number 2. The number 11 car rolls off position number 5. That is Kyle Moyer. The 010, the 010 alongside. That is Casey Brunson. Oh, head start, Charlie Harrell starts in position number 7. He is in car number 44. And rolling off shotgun on the field here is going to be car number 199. That is Andrew Rickard aboard car number 199. So we got the call for 8 cars. I believe we have all 8 out there. So a full field of race cars over here at DWR tonight. And this one here, Todd, this one's got a couple of intriguing names in it. You got R.J. Klein, who's run really good on the pole. Chad Bird's run strong. David Brewer's run good. Tyson Pankow looking for a great run. This one's going to be fun.
And definitely going to be fun here is R.J. Klein leading them here, like you said, the number 17 of Chad Bird in that Western Auto looking kind of throwback kind of scheme by Evil One Graphics. It looks like he's has Evil One all over that car. So I know that's another handy paint job from Jim Revis and those guys over Evil One Graphics. And a lot of these cars made by those guys. Eric Ike said, Trash Panda Graphics you see out there. There's a lot of cars out there. And Jason Salter, I don't believe, is with us here this evening. That's unfortunate, but we'll see him here rather soon. He don't miss a lot of races, but he does miss something because of work. And Full Velocity TV. Got to thank everybody for tuning in here to Facebook Live, Twitch, and YouTube. If you like what you see out here for Full Velocity TV, make sure you share our links out there in Facebook. Get us out there. Let everybody know Full Velocity TV is live, large, and in charge. Also, do not forget Star Donations. Star Donations help us get through here at Full Velocity TV. Make some crucial updates as green flag going to fly here. And we're racing here with heat race number 3. And R.J. Klein leads them down into turn number 1. Chad Bird right now running in that second spot with Tyson Pankow third. He's got one wide level push. Does that 91 of Pankow. Pankow way up the track there. Almost 3 wide racing for that third spot.
Sure is. David Brewer's 319 car going to ride in for the third spot. But we talked about getting into the top 4 through the transfers, Todd. Well, the word is from Race Control and our buddy Eric Eichstadt out there in Facebook Live chat. Everybody's going to make the A-main here tonight. So these bubble spots are not with all the drama they normally would be. These guys getting after it tonight at DWR, just as they always do. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All the guys out here racing are all going to be a part of our 60-lap main event here tonight. Great call by these guys. They're racing for starting position here through heat race number 3 off of turn number 4. It is all R.J. Klein aboard that number 14 car. But look at that awesome-looking number 17, old Darrell Waltrip throwback scheme there, that Western Auto days. 17 of Chad Bird running the bottom. He is running second. Side-by-side battle now for third down the back chute with David Brewer. Tyson Pankow there as well. Those guys really getting after it. Great racing action going on there. 2 and 3 car battle now for third as they hit turn 3.
And that Slick Willie sponsor machine, the number 91 of Tyson Pankow, now 3 wide down the front straightaway there momentarily as Casey Brunson was down on the bottom of that 010 machine trying to make a 3 wide. He backed out of it. He thought better of it coming down into the corner. But the 319 of David Brewer leading Tyson Pankow so far down the back straightaway. Pankow not going away as you're starting to see multiple grooves. Here comes the number 11 of Kyle Moyer into the fray here as they're side by side there for fourth on back. And man, what a race going on here with Tyson Pankow in the 319 here. That's a position battle for third. So any one of these guys could probably find themselves in that 4th position. That'll put them up into the top 12 in the A main. It's a final transfer position. Do believe we're still going to have to go through a different B main. We'll have to wait and see about that one. But slider by the 319 of Brewer going to get around Pankow finally here as we go 3 laps to go.
And they are 4 wide off of turn number 4. Holy cow. Brewer's 319, Pankow stuck there in the middle. You've got a Casey Brunson 010 in there as well. Those guys really getting after third on back. That is a great battle. But up front is off of turn number 4 this time. We're going to get 2 to go from the starter stand. It is all car number 14 of R.J. Klein leading to number 17 of Chad Bird. Those guys just run away from the field and hit as they get 2 to go. You look at that battle for third on back, it's kind of settled itself out for the time being with David Brewer, Casey Brunson now 4th, Kyle Moyer there for 5th, and Tyson Pankow is just a drop kick all the way back to 6th now. But as they head down the back chute into turn number 3, we're going to have white flag from the starter stand. One more trip around for car number 14, R.J. Klein, as he comes off 4.
Yeah, R.J. Klein gets that white silk as he flashes by that start finish line down into turn number 1. Can he hang on here? No mistakes. He's going to win heat race number 3. R.J. Klein already cleared through corner number 2. Already down in the back, shoot Chad Bird for 2. For 3 right now, David Brewer. But Brewer under heavy pressure from Casey Brunson. Brunson right now running 4th, but out of turn number 4, picking up heat race number 3 is going to go to 14 of RJ Klein. Chad Bird going to finish up 2nd. 3rd is going to be David Brewer there at the line. Casey Brunson going to finish up 4th. Tyson Pankow is going to finish up in the 5th position. Kyle Moore, Andrew Rickard, and head start Charlie Harrell going to round out the rest of the field.
All right. Well, Todd, the call has become official. We are bypassing all of the B mains out there tonight. We are going to go straight in to our 60-lap feature event here tonight. It is going to be outstanding. 26 cars in the field. They are all going to take the green flag at the Williams Grove Speedway for 60 laps around. So, ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for some of the wildest racing you will see here anywhere in the iRacing dirt community. Dirt Warrior Racing does street stocks better than anybody else. We got them live and on tap. So, without further ado, Todd, what do you think? Let's dive into tonight's starting lineup.
And now it's today's starting lineup here for Williams Grove Speedway DWR Sunday Night Shootout style here with the Mighty Street Stocks here. Full Fender Frenzy on Sunday night. Starting on the pole, driving the number 61, that's Josh Peacock. Outside of him will be the number 71. That's the Iceman himself, Daniel Stifler.
Row number 2 on the inside, going to be car number 14, RJ Klein. The number 23, that's Lon Franks.
Rolling off in that 5th starting position, driving the number 20, that's Greg Tuberville. It is Dan's brother outside, driving the number 17, that's Chad Bird.
Next row back, we find the 21 car, the Evil One himself, Evil One Graphics, Jim Revis, and alongside of him in car number 1, that is Alex Brewer.
David Brewer rolls off in that 9th spot in the 319, and outside him is Jerry Gazzardo driving the number 41. He starts 10th.
Terry Joyner in the 711, Casey Brunson 010, the 009 of Joshua Ely, the 46 of Bailey Hipp, the 91 is Tyson Pankow with the number 12 of Eric Eichstadt. 17 starter is a 13 of Caleb Ramsey with the number 11 car of Kyle Moyer. As I apologize to Todd for taking away his thunder, Braden Richards with a 012 rolls off in position 19 with the number 07 of Justin Pruitt, rounding out our top 20. 21st starter, we're going to have car number 199. That is Andrew Rickard with the 178 of Stephen Rondunes. The number 8 car of Austin Miner is the number 44, head start Charlie Harrell. And our final row, the number 01 of Daniel Price, the 55 of Mark Worth. The field in 3 and 4. Rushed out along, Todd, thinking we were going green off of turn 4 that first time around. And good thing we didn't, because now off of 3 and 4 this time, we will see the green flag from a starter stand, 60 action-packed laps. Dirt Warrior Racing, guys, this is where the place to be is every Sunday and Wednesday night. Off of turn number 4, green flag goes in the air. Josh Peacock's going to lead into turn 1.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to wave that one off there, Phil, as they were going to go green, but not sure. They're going to go down here to turn number 1. Looks like something not set up right here at Williams Grove, so they're going to restack and repack themselves here. They waved off that initial green flag run here with Peacock and Lon Franks. Always 2 pacing laps normally here when you start pulling off the grid here. And then they normally go to green. It's not like the DWR. Oh, Daniel Stifler they waited on top of because he was supposed to be on the outside pole. Stifler was not making the call. Probably was waiting to see if one of them B mains is going to happen. Probably had to go take a brief pause and did not make the lineup here for the number 71 of Daniel Stifler. So they're going to allow him to get back into line here. So he will be your outside pole sitter, that number 71 machine like he was originally supposed to. So that's the reason why they waved off the start here on Full Velocity TV. This is what these guys do here at DWR. They watch out for one another, and it's going to be interesting here to see them go back to green flag racing, as Stifler now has caught them here. So we're going to be restacked and repacked down in the back straight away. Looks like we're going to get that green flag here for the initial time here as they waved off the other one. So it's going to be a little bit of a shortened race here, but great to see Daniel Stifler able to get into line here as they come down through turn number 3. and it's going to be out of turn number 4. They're going to throw this green flag to the 61 of Josh Peacock, to 71, the Iceman Daniel Stifler. Green flag is in the end. We're racing down the front straightaway. It's Josh Peacock leading the charge into turn number 1.
Peacock in the lead, Daniel Stifler on the outside. Here comes RJ Klein's over 14 to the low side as they stack up.
Big wreck.
A little bit of help, and they go around parking lot off of turn number 2, and somehow, some way, they're all straight. We're going to stay green flag racing. That is amazing. That was nothing but, it looked like rush hour traffic up at 2.
Yeah, it was a big wreck over there. Yellow flag going to fly here. And I knew something was going to come amiss there. So yellow flag going to come out there from the carnage over there in the corner. Lon Franks, it all started with Lon Franks. And we're going to see if we can get another view here, live here on Full Velocity TV to see what happened to bring out this most recent yellow flag.
It was definitely a stack up. The 23 got turned right off of turn number 2, and I'm thinking this may have carried all the way down the back chute as there was car stalled in turn number 3. So this one's going to be a lot to show there, Todd, as Williams Grove, a big sweeping racetrack. Give you a little bit of time to take a couple of angles here, but I think you get a lot to show.
Yeah, just showing the instant replay here of what happened as Terry Joyner started up here, come down into the corner, got into Lon Franks pretty hard. Stacks up the field over there, almost like a parking lot. Those guys are able to keep it going. Tyson Pankow got through that one too. The 07 machine of Justin Pruitt hit the Uke tires down there. So we're going to ride with Justin Pruitt to see what happened there. Yep, Uke tires, never a good sign. Backs back out in front of, I believe that's 01 of Daniel Price there. So that's what's going to bring out the yellow flag because he backed out in front of the field there. Everybody else kept it straight, but had to show you what happened there. The stack up with Lon Franks, I thought that was going to be huge.
It looked huge. It was huge. That is no doubt about it. No doubt. And it just shows the great racing, just the respect they have to let a guy like Lon catch it. They all pile in, but yeah, there was no other choice to put yellow flag out to the racetrack. Now working lap number 6 for these guys. They head into turn number 1. Lights go out atop the iRacing.com pace car. Thanks to all you guys out there watching here tonight live on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. Hope you guys are enjoying this show. This is going to be a lot of fun here as we get this feature event rolling. 6 laps of 60 up to the board. Josh Peacock and RJ Klein going to be your front row. We're going to see RJ's league in just a little while here, Todd. We go over to Grassroots Racing Series. Going to see the USA International Speedway in these very same street stocks. It is going to be a great night of racing. Part 1 of 2 of a Full Velocity TV twin bill. You guys are in the right spot right here, live, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV. We're back to green flag racing. Josh Peacock going to lead RJ Klein to turn 1.
Yeah, Peacock down into turn number 1. Here comes the 14 of RJ Klein, and these guys bouncing off each other like ping pong balls through the field here, right around 5th, 6th, 7th position. Those guys just bouncing off each other. I see Revis almost around, another car around back there. I know Revis had some contact. Not sure that's going to bring out a yellow flag there, Phil. And I'm going to see if I can just get an instant replay real quick. As it looked like the 010 machine around hard into the wall, comes back up in front. And we're going to see what happened to Casey Brunson here, Phil. As I know he made contact there with Revis. So we'll go back and look.
All right, caution flag on the speedway for the second time. Looks like the evil one get involved in this one. Looks like he was at least one car that may have got turned in the wrong direction. That is Jim Revis of Evil One Graphics. Todd, show us a replay, and then maybe if we have a long enough yellow, maybe we can throw in the Evil One spot here while we're on the air.
Yeah, the 010 Casey Brunson goes down the track, back up in front of the 01 of Daniel Price again. The 01 involved, a lot of heavy damage on both those machines. Missing front bumpers, you can see the radiator, you can see pretty much everything on the front end of those cars. So tough break for the 010 and the 01 machine. Man, I mean, Daniel Price, wrong place, wrong time once again here.
Yeah, too bad for Daniel Price in the 01 car. Looks like lights may be out on the speedway, so this time by we should go back to green flag. Oh, they are still on. So we're going to at least one more time around here at the Williams Grove Speedway. We're going to take a quick pause here. Check it out, guys. We cover DWR. We talk about Jim Revis. Take a look at Evil One Graphics.
Don't say I didn't warn you. I don't think no.
Evil One Graphics specializes in iRacing wraps, promo ads, and banners for all your sim racing needs. From a new custom look on the track to a new look for your site, E1G is your place.
Want to promote a special event or series for your league? E1G can make that custom solo ad you're looking for. With attention to high detail, great service, and reasonable prices, E1G is here to serve you. Evil One Graphics, they're not only good, they're evil.
All right, there you go. Evil One Graphics, not only good, they are evil. And find Jim Revisol every night over here at DWR. iRacing.com. Pace truck finds its way to pit road. That's going to put the lead into the hands of the number 14 car of RJ Klein. Green flag going to go back in the air. RJ's going to lead Josh Peacock in a terrific battle going on for third on back. You find some really good names like Daniel Stifler back there, Jared Gazzardo, David Brewer. Those guys are running through fifth, all chasing the 14. They're single file down to turn 3.
And just the way they throw it into the corners is rather interesting. Lon Frank's really throwing it down on the bottom of that 23 machine. I almost think he gets out of shape, but that's just the way he's throwing it down into the corners. Meanwhile, back up front, it is still RJ Klein with the race lead here. And we're on lap 12, still clean and green here. The 61 of Josh Peacock running in that second spot. Third is going to be Daniel Stifler. David Brewer running in the fourth spot, but that's where they've been contested there. The 41 of Jared Gazzardo, I should say. The 23 of Lon Frank, Greg Tuberville into this one. 009 out of shape there just a tad bit as he gathers it back up. That is Joshua Ely. So Ely was out of shape there momentarily there, Phil. I thought that was going to be another stack up here. These guys racing hot and heavy, and it's still only lap 13.
These guys are really getting after it, but these guys, not only do it, they do it in a very clean variety. DWR, some of the cleanest drivers you're going to find. Gentlemen out there all over the racetrack, and they're really doing a good job. They are all over the place. 2 and 3 wide racing here at Williams Grove. Nobody quicker right now. The car number 14 of RJ Klein. He's got the 61 of Pruitt there for second. Daniel Stifler having a great night, Todd. He's got the 71 car nestled up there comfortably in position number 3. David Brewer in for fourth. And how about the run for Guzzi? Oh, Jared Gazzardo's 41 car. He's got to hustle up there against Lon Franks. Those guys going at it for a top 5 spot off of 4.
Yeah, fantastic racing going on throughout the field. Got to thank Mindy Eichstead in the for star donations there, 250 stars. Thank you for the star donations. We really do appreciate here on Full Velocity TV. And Peacock down to the infield there, and he escaped everybody from hitting him, but Peacock down to the infield, Phil, and hit that inside barrier. So the 61 goes from second to almost last. Yellow flag going to fly, but I'm going to have to show you guys what happened to Josh Peacock. I tell you, man, that was not good.
For a second, I thought he was going to catch a hot dog or a pretzel, and just saw that car take a beeline to the left. And I'm not exactly sure what happened there, Todd, so I'm going to be as curious as anybody else. Show us what happened to the 61. He was up there running second.
Yeah, Josh Peacock, we're showing it here live on the screen here. Is a replay here. And it looks like Daniel Stifler gets into him, and he misses everybody else down here into the infield as the 61 trying to pull back up onto the track, gets stuck on one of them Uke tires, and still trying to back up, and that yellow flag finally comes out for the number 61 machine, and he's going to have to rejoin the field, the tail end of the field here, and we're going to have to see how fast he can make it back up through. He's been in a quick car all evening long.
He really has. Won his heat race, started up in that top position, and now is going to have to come from outside the top 20 in, we got 17 laps. 17 laps of 60 on the board. And I'm chuckling because our buddy Jason Salter out there in Facebook Live chat parked it. He sure did. Definitely did. Parked it down there almost in victory lane did Josh Peacock of a 61 car. Not exactly sure he wanted to do that now there, Todd, because he's still got 43 laps of racing left to go. He's got a good fast race car. Williams Grove's a big racetrack. Does Josh Peacock have time? Does he have the ability to get back up to the front?
I think he does, Phil. He's pretty quick here in that 61 machine. It's going to be difficult, though. These guys are no slouches all the way through the field. DWR has proved that time in and time again that these guys are quick here each and every Sunday, each and every Wednesday. A lot of stellar drivers out there in the street stock division. I always welcome those pro drivers that are out there to come down and race against the best street stock drivers. I'd like to see some of them pro drivers come down here, Phil. I think these guys would spank them here in the DWR series. I don't think the pro drivers could hack it against these guys, because I really, really think that these guys are some of the best street stock drivers around. And I call this class a great equalizer, because these are different to drive, different throttle responses rather than like the late models or the sprint cars. But I don't see a lot of pro guys come down and try to race these cars.
No, and I'll put that same challenge out. If you guys ain't scared, come down here and go toe-to-toe with some of these guys, especially on a Sunday night at DWR. As we go back to Green Flag Racing, a different front row with RJ Klein, and now number 319 of David Brewer. He leads the field in turn number 1. Here comes Daniel Stifler, 71 car back to the low side. He's going to pick up a second spot. Put Brewer now back into a battle between himself, Gazzardo, Lon Franks. There is out. Turned around is Brewer. Big wreck there in turn number 3. 319 off the bumper to the 23, and they're all stacked up over there.
Parking lot, Phil.
Bumper cars in turn 3 and 4. A good old-fashioned parking lot here for a Sunday night.
Yeah, definitely a parking lot over there, and I seen Jim Revis in there just a tad bit. He was doing a wheelie over there like the monster trucks do on Monster Jam, Phil. We'll have to go back and take a look at that one. So we're going to take a look here while I'm on the screen, because it's rather quick here of what's going to happen. 319 to Brewer, and 23 make contact. Tuberville goes up there. Oh, back across here, and oh, he did a front wheelie, a slap wheelie as they would call it there, the 21 of Jim Revis. And the number 20, like I said, the number 21 machine, man, did he get rear-ended there a ton. So we're going to look at Jim Revis real quick, because he got rear-ended, and it was rather interesting to see what he did and how he hung on to that one. Just tried to hit the brakes, and that's what we call the parking lot here at Williams Grove. Those guys just stacked it up over there in the corner. A lot of innocent bystanders involved in that one, Phil. But look at the 61 machine of Josh Peacock. He picks up all those positions.
He sure does. Past all those cars that may have got involved. And, Josh restarted in 24th on that last restart. And looking now up through the field, he's going to find himself, restarting about 17th. So picks up 7 spots in that old bizarre one over there. But as they work their way off of turn number 4, I believe we're going back to Green Flag Racing here. It's going to be next time around. Light's going to go out this time. RJ Klein leading Daniel Stifler, Jared Gazzardo, Greg Tuberville, and Alex Brewer are going to be our top 5, with Joshua Ely running 6th. Eric Einstad in for 7th. Terry Joyner 8th. Chad Bird is 9th. Bailey Hitt running out our top 10. David Brewer is 11th. Lon Franks is 12th. Caleb Ramsey 13th. Austin Minor is 14th. Bubba Tyson Pancow, number 91 there in 15th. You find Jim Revis all the way back in 16th, with Casey Brunson, Josh Peacock, Kyle Boyer, Stephen Randu running out our top 20 here at the Williams Grove Speedway. The field working its way down the back chute into turn number 3 and 4. Does anybody have anything for the 14 car of RJ Klein? He's for the fastest car here tonight in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Maybe the best challenger is to the guy that is outside, the 71 of the Iceman, Daniel Stifler. We're back to Green Flag Racing on lap number 23. 14 car out to the lead here in turn 2.
Yeah, fantastic racing going on throughout this field here, Phil. 2 and 3 wide, and these guys doing a fantastic job. Here comes Stifler down to the bottom side in the 71 machine. Side-by-side battle. This is for the lead. Daniel Stifler off the corner, trying to slide up. Lon Franks around in the back or in the turn number 4. That number 23 machine, just as it was starting to heat up there, the pace car comes out there. And luckily, the pace car you can drive through. It's a ghost car, but man, Daniel Stifler, I believe, may have had him. We're going to have to see what time and scoring did do through the loop there. I think Stifler did indeed have the 14 machine, but put the Iceman Daniel Stifler, but Lon Franks around. I don't know if he had help, so we're going to go back and see what happened.
All right, we'll get Lon Franks on the replay. I'm not sure if the 55 of Mark Worth got a piece of it, but I know I've seen his car come toward pit road. Looks like Mark's night is going to be done aboard the 55, so tough break for Mark, but Lon Franks, Todd, a guy we talk about running up front, he's been involved in just about every wreck we've had here tonight at the Grove.
Yeah, high-speed demolition derby for the 23, unfortunately, here tonight. He's missing a fender already, so we're going to go back and look to see what happened here. 319 to Brewer came up the track, came back down the track, clipped the left rear of the 23. 23 went creating back up the track, and then back hitting the bottom wall here, the wall down here. It's not even a wall, they're going to say a barrier of some sort. It's like a fencing area there for the 23 machine. Hits that, comes back up and makes slight contact with another car. I believe it was a 012, Brandon Richards, the 012, but he comes back down. So it looks like Lon Frank's going to have to come down to pit road for a quick repair.
Looks like it, as we're not even halfway yet here, Todd. And I think we've been slowed by 4 yellow flags, which is definitely abnormal for these guys at DWR. Usually really clean, a lot of green flag laps. Williams Grove is a nice wide open, really fun racetrack to drive, but these guys haven't. They're all kind of out there. It looks like they're all Superman. These guys are really getting after it. It's a lot of fun to watch, but Hey, we're not even halfway home yet. We've tore up a lot of cars already.
Give a shout out to the fans out there. Jeremy Freeman coming aboard to watch here tonight. Got to give a shout out to him, Phil. Is lots of things going on out there. He's been talking back and forth through the broadcast, trying to multitask here. There's a green flag getting ready to come back out once again with Daniel Stifler with the lead. Green flags in the air, and we're racing down the front straightaway, side-by-side battle as we come down into turn number 1. It's the 71 machine of Daniel Stifler, the Iceman, taking over the lead. Around goes Gazzardo, and Gazzardo finds the Uke tires down there over in turn number 2. So Gazzardo, another yellow flag going to fly, Phil.
All right, and many times we've seen those cars stuck in those tires tonight. Can we go dig them up? I'm tired of yellow flags. I'm sure you guys get tired of it. I'm sure the drivers are tired of it. They're really getting after it. But, man, they get stuck on that Uke tire. They just can't move. Caution flag comes out in the speedway. Tough break for Guzzy Todd. He was having a hell of a time running up in the top 5, and now he's going to have to be stuck at the rear of the field. Stuck literally there off turn 2.
A tough break for the Gazzardo machine, the 41 machine. We're going to see if we can get a quick instant replay here of what happened. I know they were making contact. They were rubbing because that's racing here at the dirt tracks. And, it looks like the 009 machine got a hold of the 41. 41 down on the Uke tires and some more glancing blows to make his day a little bit worse. Gazzardo gets the choke call down to pit road.
Yep, tow truck onto pit road is, you say your chat is lighting up. My chat's lighting up as we're doing a lot of stuff here behind the scenes and trying to focus on what's going on the racetrack. But Facebook Live has been nutty. YouTube's doing really good tonight. Twitch TV. Welcome to all you guys out there watching through all our various platforms out there. Great to have you aboard Full Velocity TV tonight, sponsored by Spatafora Firearms, iRacing, iFlag, Evil One Graphics, not only good, they're evil, CNC Race Designs, and DirtSeries.com. So thank all of our great sponsors that come here night after night, make this possible here live on Full Velocity TV tonight with the guys at Dirt Warrior Racing, the Williams Grove Speedway. But while we get a break in the action before we get back to green, let's take a look at our friends over at CNC Race Designs. CNC Racing Designs, your one-stop shop for an all-new customized iRacing wrap from the best in the business. It don't matter if it's for getting there on the asphalt or where the real men play, down in the dirt. CNC Racing Designs has you covered. Anything from street stocks to sprint cars, stock cars to off-road trucks, custom logos, or just a sweet new sexy ride. Look no further than CNC Racing Designs. Be the best in show while winning all the dough. CNC Racing Designs. Hell yeah.
As the green flag's already back out in the air, the commercial has ended here for CNC Race Designs. Daniel Stifler leading the charge down into the turn. The number 14 machine of RJ Klein running in second. Now back down to the bottom side, down the back straightaway here. Side by side into turn number 3. Klein trying to pull a slider here on the Iceman Daniel Stifler. 3-wide battle for that third spot, Phil. Josh Ely was down way towards the bottom side of the track there, flirting with disaster with that wall, and he made contact with Brewer, but he backed out of it. Eichstätt now running in 5th.
Eichstätt up to 5th and car number 12 starting to march his way forward. Alex Brewer's one car now running up in the 4th spot, and that's a 20 car. Greg Tuberville, he's found his way into the top 3. I think he's going to be a player before this one is up. Off of turn number 4, race for the lead. Stifler up high. Here comes RJ Klein. He's going to peek down there, give the lead to Stifler. Klein going to look back low as they hit turn 1.
Yeah, RJ Klein really applying the pressure there on the number 71 of Daniel Stifler. Stifler being able to hold him at bay here. Stifler wanting to pick up another win here on Full Velocity TV this season. And it would be nice to see Daniel Stifler go back to victory lane. It would be nice to see any one of these guys go to victory lane. As RJ Klein now down to the bottom side here, trying to pull up alongside the 71 down the front straightaway. They flash by that start finish line. We're lap 34 of 60, and RJ Klein gets a tad bit sideways. I believe off the bumper just a tad bit from Tuberville. And that number 20 machine, here comes the 12 of Eric Eichstätt down to the bottom side here, side by side battle for that 4th spot.
Side by side with Alex Brewer for that 4th position, car number 12. Eichstätt Motorsports number 12, Eric Eichstätt down underneath that black and white number 1 car of Alex Brewer. Alex losing the momentum on the outside. He's going to hold on to that 4th spot. Look at that battle going on there now. We get that race for the lead shaping up. RJ Klein, a little bit of tap to Stifler on the back chute. Klein looks to be a little bit quicker. Problem is right now, Todd, he does not have that grip on the racetrack to maybe make that pass. Right now, fast lane of the racetrack looks to be up high.
Bailey Hip making a love tap to the number 12 of Eric Eichstead there. Able to get by him. I thought Eichstead was going to go completely around in a knot. But Eichstead able to hold on to that one. So another good hands driving for the number 12 of Eric Eichstead. Now Bailey Hip running up to the 6th spot in the number 46 machine. He is climbing through the field here. And that number 46, he started in that 16th position, so 11 positions gained for the 46 machine of Bailey Hip. So Hip on fire right now. Phil coming through the field here rather quickly. But now we're looking at Eric Eichstead as yellow flag going to fly.
Yellow flag on the speedway once again here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Lap number 37 of 60 on the board. So caution been a pretty familiar term we've used here tonight, and that's completely unfortunate for these guys over here at Dirt Warrior Racing. I'm thinking the yellow, I'm guessing it could be around, was Head Start Harold involved with this one, the 44. Not quite so sure. I seen him and the 199 back there tailing away together, so I don't have a view of it, Todd, but I know you do. What happened to put us under yellow?
Yeah, Head Start Charlie Harold in the 44 machine. I'm going to tell you, made a little bit of contact here with, I believe it's going to be the 01 of Daniel Price. Poor Daniel Price. Been involved in just about everything out there, but Head Start Charlie Harold tries to get it back going. Up there in front of the 199 of Andrew Rickard. And, man, more contact made and a lot of damage to the 199, front end damage to the right side. Charlie Harold has some damage to the rear end of that 44 machine, so hopefully Head Start Charlie Harold going to be able to finish this race, but a lot of damage to the right rear of that 44 machine.
Certainly is, and there's a lot of wrinkled up race cars here tonight at the Grove, which certainly too bad. Street stocks are a handful to drive sometimes. They are a lot of fun, and we've seen a lot of really good race cars tore up. We saw Jared Gazzardo's up in the top 5. He's behind the wall now. Mark Worth was having a good night. Terry Joyner, he's behind the wall. He was having a tremendous night as well in the 7-Eleven car. 26 starters, 23 cars left for the racetrack, and a lot of these cars no worse for the wear here at the Williams Grove Speedway off of turn number 4. This time, they're going to eclipse lap number 40, so there's going to be 20 laps to go in this week's main event for the Sunday night shootout. Run here every Sunday night. Find these guys at Dirt Warrior Racing. Sign up through their Discord, guys. Find DWR on Facebook. Discord link is there. Jump over to there, sign up, and come be a part of the series on Sunday night. And you can show your muscle over here on Sunday, show you clean. We'll love to even invite you over to the run of their Wednesday night street fights here on a Wednesday night. Dirt Warrior Racing. Can you find a better street stock league in iRacing? I don't think so. These guys are the best of the best, and we are proud to have these guys as a full-fledged client of us here at Full Velocity TV. Great to have these guys every Sunday, every Wednesday night, 2 nights a week. We both really circle on the calendar. Dirt Warrior Racing is where it's at. Off of turn number 4, the Iceman, Daniel Stifler, RJ Klein's number 14, Greg Tuberville, Alex Brewer, Josh Ely. That's your top 5. We go back to green flag racing. 20 laps to go at the Grove.
Yeah, 20 laps to go. 20 laps remain. Stifler gets a tad bit loose. RJ Klein, power move to the outside, and the number 14 machine down the back straight away. He's going to take the lead back away from the 71 of Daniel Stifler. Stifler says not so fast. Down on the bottom side here, see if he can work it. Here off of turn number 4, it is still going to be RJ Klein leading this time by, so put RJ back to the lead over Daniel Stifler. Tuberville running in a 3rd spot. Alex Brewer is running in 4th right now, but I tell you what, Bailey Hip and the 009 of Josh Ely. Around goes the 21 of Jim Revis. Revis around in a knot. He might have had a little bit of help over there at 3 and 4. Still clean and green, though. Not sure if the yellow flag has come out yet, Phil, but I know Revis went around.
Well, they don't screw around here in Pennsylvania. They see a car around, they say, come on, son, get going. We want to keep the green flag on the racetrack, and Jim Revis having to pull away toward the back of the field. RJ Klein still leading the 71 of Daniel Stifler. Tuberville in for 3rd. The race is on for 4th between Alex Brewer's 1 car and that number 46 of Bailey Hip. Bailey going to drive it deep down to the bottom. They make a little bit of contact. Bailey Hip, Todd, he's hip to be squared tonight. He is driving that car for all it's worth, and he's rubbing up all over everybody as he drives down low of the turn 1.
Yeah, to 20th, Greg Tuberville there. I tell you what, Hip is leading on the number 1 here through the corner. Not sure how much Brewer is going to put up with that as he's getting knocked on the door there quite a bit. I tell you what, though, it's good, hard racing at Williams Grove. I'd like to see a little bit of rubbing, Phil, in the 46 of Bailey Hip right now. Now knocking on the door here of Greg Tuberville as Alex Brewer able to get around Tuberville for 3rd. But Bailey Hip is running 5th and giving him a shot is the 46 of Bailey Hip to Tuberville. Into the corner, trying to make a mistake. Here comes Eric Eichstedt down to the bottom side in that number 12 machine. So these guys putting on one whale of a battle. That's for 3rd on back.
I'm glad you took all that because they can't hear me singing Love Shack behind the scenes over here at Full Velocity TV. We may save that for another time, but they bang on the door, baby, down the front stretch into turn number 1. Race for the lead starting to shape up there as well, Todd, as Stifler down to the low side of RJ Klein. RJ's really strong up high. Stifler able to keep it there in 2nd. They'll go at it up front. But the race we're paying attention to is that race for 3rd on back. Alex Brewer has it. Bailey Hip's there, Tuberville, Eric Eichstadt, everybody on back. That race for 3rd is where all the action is. They work their way down the front chute.
Yeah, we had 4 wide, and you got to see that live here on Full Velocity TV. You can see the leaders just out of the picture up front there. Good battle going on up there, but a great battle going on for 3rd on back. You don't know who is it going to be coming off the corner each and every time. As we're closing in on that 10 lap to go mark here rather quickly. We're on 13 laps to go right now. Eric Eichstadt down to the bottom side here. Number 12 machine trying to get around Greg Tuberville. Looks like he's going to be able to pull off that pass down the front straightaway. Put Eichstadt to the 5th spot, so he's inside the top 5. Now 3 wide battle there momentarily as Bailey Hip still trying to rub fenders there with the number 1 of Alex Brewer, trying to get around him, but he's not going away. I tell you what, Alex Brewer lightning fast, so isn't Bailey Hip. But Eric Eichstadt says, hey, guys, just keep playing around. I'm going to get past you in that number 12 machine.
Well, we saw him do that a couple of weeks ago as guys started leaning on each other, and Eric Eichstadt, I believe it was a heat race, he was able to take down a win. I don't think it was over here at DWR, but it's certainly another event. It was all the same players involved, so Eric Eichstadt at number 12, currently running in 5th. Don't count him out of a top 3 finish quite yet, but all up front, it is RJ Klein leading Daniel Stifler this time around there, Todd. They're going to put an even lap number 50 up to the board, so 10 more circuits around the Williams Grove Speedway, but they are still back there leaning on each other for that 3rd spot is Bailey Hip and Alex Brewer. They are really going after it. They are just leaning all over each other. What do you think Alex is thinking of that one car? He's on the recipient end of just being tapped in every corner of the race car.
Yeah, going to be rather interesting to see what Bailey Hip is going to do here with Alex Brewer. As those guys tapping each other back and forth. The 12 of Eric Eichstadt kind of in the catbird seat for the position number 3, trying to get himself up onto the podium finish here with that number 12 machine. He keeps peeking down to the bottom, making a 3 wide at times. But you also don't want to get caught up in the mess that the 1 and 46 may create if they keep tapping on each other the way they do here in the closing laps. But right now it's settled down as the 1 of Alex Brewer holding on to that 3rd spot. Bailey Hip is running in 4th. It looked like he was content there for a tad bit, but erased that thought as off of 4 he peeks down to the bottom side.
All right, I have one more great piece of analysis, Todd, to talk about as a racing, starts to sort itself out. We've done this before, but what in the heck is a catbird?
I don't have a clue what a catbird is, Phil. It's always been said in dirt track terminology around the Northeast. Maybe I should ask one of the old-fashioned announcers because it came out of the mouth of one of the guys that I used to listen to quite a bit, Paul Smalls up here in the Northeast. So it came out of his mouth. It came out of Leon Andrews' mouth. His battle for that 3rd spot. The 46 of Bailey Hip leans on the 1 of Alex Brewer. He's going to steal that position away. Put Bailey Hip to 3rd.
Well, you know who's really got a front row seat of that great battle for 3rd is car number 12 of Eric Eichstadt. I'd like to be in his driver's suit right now as he's riding that blue and white number 12 car to the bottom side. As it now looks like it's going to be Bailey Hip up for 3rd. Alex Brewer washes up the racetrack. That allows Eichstadt to run the room back there. They're going to go back at it 3 wide over turn number 2 for that 3rd spot. Eichstadt going to make the bold move. He may make it work down the back chute.
A lot of contact made through that field there, Phil. The 46 have got loose like I said he was going to do, and Hip came down, hit the number 12 Eichstadt. Eichstadt able to control his car rather well and put himself into the 4th spot. Can he do anything with Alex Brewer to put him onto a podium here? We're going to see here in the closing laps. We almost got a handful of laps remaining as these guys have been clean and green, doing a fantastic job. Great racing going on here throughout the field, Phil. And, man, just fantastic here at DWR each and every Wednesday and Sunday that we come here.
This looks like a lot of fun. I wish to God I had the driver's skill to come out here and do this night after night. This is a lot of great times going on. These guys really getting after it, and we're down under 5 laps to go here at the Williams-Grove Speedway. Way up there up front, we find car number 14 of R.J. Klein, the 71 car of Daniel Stifler. Those guys have driven away from this field by well over 3.5 seconds, all the way back to Alex Brewer's number 1 car, Eric Eichstadt's 12 car, Bailey Hipp's 46. They run 3 through 5, but R.J. Klein, he's got a big lead over the field. He's almost got a full second pulled over Daniel Stifler. R.J. Klein maybe riding off the distance here, Todd, to pick up a win on this week's edition of Sunday Night Shootout.
Yeah, R.J. Klein definitely doing a fantastic job aboard that number 14 machine. The number 71 of Daniel Stifler also equally good job there. Like you said, almost a second behind the number 14 machine. But the battle I've been sticking with here all evening long, and Eichstad has been working over the bottom side here, the one of Alex Brewer. Looks like he's getting a tad bit comfortable here and trying to figure out what he's going to do here in the closing laps. Eichstad has not been on the podium in quite some time, Phil. So it'd be nice to see Eichstad on the podium, but we'll wait and see if he can be, is he going to be able to get around the number 1 of Alex Brewer. He dives down to the bottom side here once again. Popsicle Stick's going to go up in the air here. 2 more trips around the speedway for R.J. Klein, Daniel Stifler, Brewer, Eric Eichstad, and Bailey Hipp. That is your top 5.
Right now, all tame inside the top 5. Nobody faster than that 14 car. He's been the fastest car in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania tonight, and he is 1 1/4 circuit away from picking up a win this week at DWR. That is car number 14 off of turn number 4. White flag going to go over the field. 1 more trip around for that 14 car. R.J. Klein in the turn number 1 and 2 with a 5-car length advantage over the 71 car of Daniel Stifler off of turn number 2. Clean racetrack ahead. No pressure from behind. Into 3 and 4. He can taste it from here. Checkered flag going to come out from the starter stand. It is going to be car number 14, R.J. Klein, picking up the win at the Williams-Grove Speedway. Daniel Stifler going to be in for 2. Looks like Alex Brewer going to hold on for 3rd. Eric Eichstadt 4th, and Bailey Hipp going to pick up a very solid and eventful top 5. Tremendous race by these guys, but we got to pay homage to that number 14, Todd. R.J. Klein, that is a tail whooping if I've ever seen one.
Definitely great racing. Unofficial results going up on the board here. All 26 cars up there. It's Mark Worth and Jared Gazzardo, and those guys rather early. But great racing going on here through the field here tonight, Phil, and great racing by R.J. Klein as he just set sail. Fastest lap of the evening from R.J. Klein, and Daniel Stifler ran about the same lap times here tonight. Actually identical lap times here on timing and scoring. So those guys were equally as fast, but as the race went on, it looked like Stifler's setup kind of lost a little bit of grip, and R.J. Klein was able to pull away there in the number 14 machine. Also got to thank, Phil, once again, our sponsors here this evening, Dirt Series, Dirt-Series. We see those guys each and every... Well, we're going to see them Monday night here, live on Full Velocity TV. Can't thank Spotafora Firearms enough. They re-upped their contract here for the 2019 season, so thank Brendan Spotafora and Spotafora Firearms. Also, iRacing iFlag. Fantastic stuff that iRacing iFlag has to offer. Can't thank those guys enough. Evil One Graphics, they're not only good, they are evil. Jim Revis and those guys, you want a fantastic wrap? Visit Evil One Graphics. Like I said, they're not only good, they're evil. Also got to thank C&C Race Designs there, Jameson Colbridge. Big Country, he does a fantastic job with wraps also. He's also a main sponsor here of Full Velocity TV along with the rest of these guys. And also got to thank, again, I'm going to thank DirtSeries.com again for their fantastic showings here on Monday nights and helping us out quite a bit, as they've done a lot of sponsoring of us over the past couple of months there, Phil.
Certainly have, and we're going to move over to the Discord over here at DWR for our post-race show. So we're going to pause for a brief second for the cause. We'll be right back. Victory Lane celebration coming up live next on Full Velocity TV. All right, we are back live on Full Velocity TV over in the Dirt Warrior Racing Discord for our post-race show. Todd's going to go to Victory Lane and talk to RJ Klein, our big winner, and I'm going to run down here and talk to our second and our third place finishes. First on the docket will be the driver of car number 1 of Alex Brewer. Alex, a third place run for you tonight. Man, you and Bailey Hip, you guys went at it there for about 20 laps, him tapping over the back of that car. First of all, how strong was that bar in that car to hold on to that third spot? Because he really gave you all you had to handle.
Yeah, he gave me a really tough race, and it was really fun racing with him. Lost the first and second place guy racing with Bailey. So
That was a lot of fun to watch you guys go at it. Yeah, the top two, RJ and Dan, they were gone. You guys back there racing the third. You had Bailey back there. Eichstadt was back there. Tuberville. That had to be a lot of fun going back there wheel to wheel with those guys. Racetrack looked to be in really good shape here tonight. It's usually tough to get around with these cars anyways, but the way you guys went at it wheel to wheel, making contact all night, was it frustrating or was that a lot of fun? I know we were having a lot of fun watching it. How fun was it as a race car driver?
it was more fun than anything. Yeah, trying to hold on to the car and bumping and with other guys. Yeah,
Well, Alex, it was a great race by you tonight, able to hold on to a top 3 position as we always do here live. Full Velocity TV at our post-race show. I'm going to give you the microphone one more time. We've got great crowds out there watching tonight. Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. So anybody out there you'd like to thank, the floor is all yours there, bud, to do so.
I think my dad, he made the setup for the car today, and last minute setup, and all the guys at DWR that run the league. That's about it. And you guys too for the broadcast.
Oh, our pleasure to do that. Well, thank you very much. That's Alex Brewer, driver of car number 1. He brings it home in the third spot here tonight. We'll let him go back down here and debrief, talk about that setup, and we'll run a little bit further down this way. And we have found out the driver of car number 71, the Iceman, Daniel Stifler, did a second place run for you tonight. Looked like for the first 40 laps that you may have had something for RJ Klein, but whatever that car had, he was a rocket ship. But you had a really good piece of your road right. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, thanks. Well, first off, I mean, it feels good to be sitting on a podium again here, get out of that little slump we were in. But yeah, car felt good early towards the end of the race. I don't know if it was fuel burn off or what, but it just seemed to start losing grip coming out of the corner. RJ was just better than us, so I want to say congrats to him.
Now, the racetrack looked to stay really consistent, having a good low line, a good high line out there. Do you feel the same out there? You say that the car started to go away. Well, you think it may have been fuel. How consistent did the racetrack stay? It really looked like it held up really good over the course of 60 green flag.
Oh yeah, for sure. It sure did hold up pretty well. Like I said, I don't the bottom was there if you had the right gear to run down there. I don't think I had a low enough gear to run down there. Uh but yeah, track held up really well. It was really racy once we started getting some good green flag laps there.
Now, of course, we're going to be back here Wednesday night at Williams Grove for Wednesday night street fights. How much do you take away from tonight in this race that you can bring over and transfer over to a Wednesday night that may put you up there, maybe as far as up the victory lane? You're knocking on the door. You run really good this week. What can you take from Sunday night to Wednesday?
Yeah, thanks, Phil. I don't know how much you can take. First off, you're gonna have a good pill draw. You know, we do pill draws on Wednesday nights there. Um, if you start, close to the front, this track can be really hard to pass on. If you start close to the front, I mean, you can try to stay out of some of that riffraff that goes on back in the mid pack, and that's all we can hope for is just get a good pill draw.
Yeah, well, riffraff, stay away from that Jim Revis guy, the EJ Jones guy. You'll do all right, Dan. We're just joking, of course, but terrific job tonight. A solid second place effort for that 71 car. That next victory, Dan, that is coming real soon for you, bud. So I'm going to give you the mic one more time. Great crowds watching tonight through Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. So anybody you'd like to thank, the floor is all yours.
Yeah, thanks. First off, as always, thanks to Jim, Eric, and Jason for putting this deal on for us twice a week. I mean, couldn't ask for a better group of guys to run with night in and night out here with these DWR guys. They're really tough, and they make you step up your game for sure. Thanks to you guys at Full Velocity TV. I appreciate everything you guys do for us, putting us out there for the world to see, and I think you guys do a great job. Also, want to say hey to my buddy Jim out there watching at home. We're gonna bring home another win here soon, buddy. Appreciate you watching, cheering me on, and I also want to apologize to Josh Peacock. I got into him early there in the race. I didn't mean to, and I feel really bad about taking him out.
Well, that just shows the kind of lead you guys have to apologize after the race. I'm sure Josh knows you didn't mean that. You guys are really going after it. That is our buddy, the Iceman. Dan Stifler brings the 71 car home tonight in that second spot. Great job by Dan. I'm sure we'll be talking to him once again really soon here, maybe even as soon as Wednesday night. And it may be in Full Velocity TV Victory Lane, where we find car number 14. That is our buddy RJ Klein, who I think we're going to talk to a little bit later on as well there, Todd. You find RJ in Victory Lane over here at DWR, Williams Grove Speedway, dominating fashion, that car number 14. That car was awfully fast.
Yeah, thanks, Todd and Phil. And we had a really good car later on in the race. Me and Daniel, we had a great battle. Our car wasn't. It wanted to push early on in the race, and I knew once the track slicked off a little bit, we could get that high groove and hopefully get a pull out on the guys. And we was praying for no cautions there at the end of the race.
Yeah, definitely at the end of the race there, RJ. The yellow flags were hampering some of your restart capabilities. It looked like as the track got, I'm going to say more slick, you got it quite a bit faster there than Stifler. Stifler looked like he was just falling off there towards the end of it, and it looked like his setup went away, where it looked like yours was getting stronger, and especially a long run. What was the difference between the setup for your long run and your short run here tonight?
Oh, we worked all week on a long run setup. That's where we've really struggled in the past. We'd be really quick on the short run, and while the track was good and tacky, but when the track kind of slicked off, we would keep falling back. But we've been working hard on a late race setup, and I think we finally found something here at Williams Grove.
Yeah, definitely found something here tonight, RJ. Is like you said, dominating fashion here tonight, able to pull away from a star-studded field here. I'm going to say of street stocks. But I'm going to give you the microphone. We haven't seen you down here in Victory Lane, but we're going to let you think. We'd like to thank sponsors, people out there that are watching here this evening. I know we're going to see you here in about 45 minutes or so here again on Full Velocity TV. But the microphone's all yours. The floor is all yours.
Yeah, thanks, Todd. I'd like to thank UMWA, my teammate Dave Klein. He couldn't be here tonight, but he really helps us on setups, and we run pretty good together. We're still going to get him his first win. Hopefully, it'll be here in the next event at Grassroots Racing. But I want to thank all these guys at DWR. They do one heck of a job putting on a show. Thank you guys, Full Velocity. Definitely the best in the business.
Thank you very much, RJ. We have Grassroots Racing. Those of you guys that don't know, we have Grassroots Racing coming up here for the double build here each and every Sunday night. We might even have a triple build here. We may have an earlier time stop, but double build here tonight. RJ's league there, the Grassroots Racing, coming up here at 10:15, and that's going to be fantastic to go over there, Phil. And those guys have, there's a lot of same players over there. So a lot of the guys come from here and go directly over to the Grassroots Racing League. So can't wait to see what those guys got in store for us here this evening.
Absolutely right. That is going to be a lot of fun. They're going to go over to the USA International Speedway. Must be big, sweeping, wide track night here as we come off the Williams Grove Speedway, go over to USA. We go to a half mile to a 3/4 mile. Almost feel like we're going to be in Daytona here in a little while. So that's going to be a great time. Thanks to RJ for letting us go aboard over there. And congratulations to him for a big win over here tonight at DWR. Congratulations to all these drivers out there. Tremendous race. This was a lot of fun to cover. And We'll be back here live next Sunday night to do it all over again, and back with these guys on Wednesday night right here back at the Williams Grove Speedway for another round of DWR Wednesday Night Street Fights. So for Todd, I am Phil. For Martin Karch, Jake Keel, Jack Truin, Josh Smith doing a lot of work behind the scenes for us as well. The whole team of Full Velocity TV. For Jim Revis, Jason Salter, Eric Eichstadt, thank you very much for all the help you guys give. We'll be back on the airwaves here in about 45 minutes over at Grassroots Racing Series. We'll talk to you then for more here, Full Velocity TV.